Hey everyone, welcome back. So this video is going to be a little bit short. It shouldn't be too bad. We're going to look at Bitcoin. We're going to also take a look at the miners, see how they did for the week against Bitcoin. The miners actually did really good this week, and I'm still waking up. It's early in the morning. I want to get this video out before we end up going on vacation, so my eyes are still adjusting right now. So we'll take a look at that, see what's going on there. I'll call it a day. Hope you guys had a great weekend, obviously, and as always, not financial advice. You guys know the drill here. I'm investing in the following coins and companies. So let's take a look at Bitcoin here, and then we'll look at the miners, see how they did. All right, so we're looking at the 1 hour chart on Bitcoin right now. It's at 21,281. It has obviously fallen down after trying to breach our 200 weekly moving average here, which is the red line up here. And that's at 22,494. We came close. Obviously, the RSI was overbought then. We have come down a little bit. I'm still not seeing a reversal trend from bullish to bearish in the short term. If we look at the peaks here on the RSI, we had a peak of about 59.96 roughly, and then another one here that was at 61.89. So about a 2-point difference on the RSI. But the price difference on here was only about like $50, a little bit lower. But the RSI went down also, so we're still kind of neutral in that. I'm not seeing a big difference here in it. Other than that, it just looks like we're in an accumulation phase right now, where at least I'm hoping that we're going to go down maybe a little bit more on the RSI and then pop back up and over this 200 weekly moving average. If we can do that and stay above it, I think we'll be in good shape, but we'll have to see how it goes. Looking at the 4-hour chart here, we've obviously come way down here, and looking at it, I can see it's still pretty bullish here on the 4-hour chart. We're at 52 here, we're at 52 down here, and you can see a huge, obviously, price difference between the 2 points. So on the 4-hour chart, it's looking bullish right now. I haven't seen a reversal trend on it. On the daily chart, it's going to be hard to tell. We need more days to get a confirmation whether we're bullish or bearish still long term, but right now we're still looking bearish on it. If we just look at the RSI here at 48, last time we were here was right about, right around here. We were obviously much higher in price from where we are, so we still need quite a few more days before we can possibly see a reversal trend on it. So that's where Bitcoin is at. Ethereum is obviously following suit. It has obviously fallen down. It is also battling with the 200 weekly moving average on it. So it dipped, went back above it, dipped low, went back above it. So it's battling with it, and we'll see if it can actually stay above it right now. And the daily chart, we're looking at the same thing. We're still looking like we are in the bearish territory here right now. Price was higher here on the points. But on the 4-hour chart, let's take a look at it. We've come way down on the RSI. Last time we were around here was right about here. So we're still up, way up on the price here on the 4-hour chart. So we're still looking bullish there. So that's good news there. All right. So let's just quickly look over the miners, see how they did against Bitcoin this week. And it was actually a really, really good week for the miners. You can see here, most of them are in the green, and they are up huge for some of these guys, which is quite surprising, especially for maybe Marathon, that it's up so big. But we'll take a look at it here. So obviously Bitcoin was up quite nicely as well this week. It was up 12.78% on the week. It was up $2,461,000, which was nice. And then obviously Iris was only up 22 cents on the week, 6.1%. And then Mossa was actually down, looks like 1.74%. And Helix Folio was down 8%. And then everybody else below Bitcoin's line was doing better than Bitcoin. So DigiHost was up 14.5%. Argo was up 15.75%. CleanSpark was up almost 16%. Hive was up 16.5% roughly. Hot 8 was up 18%. Stronghold was up 20%. DMG was up 21%. Bit Digital was up 22%. Bitfarmers was up 23%. Core Scientific was up 24%. Riot was up 28%. Sphere 3D was up 35%, and Marathon was up 53%, which was quite a lot. So it was up $2.97, and we've talked about this in previous videos, where I think the reason Marathon is up so much is because of the sheer amount of miners they have plugged in, and just waiting for the tax exemption to get signed off on, I guess, for Compute North. And if that happens, they're plugging those suckers in and getting them energized, and they're off to the races. So I think that's why also that they didn't sell their Bitcoin. They do have about 10,000 BTC on hand right now, hodling it. So I think that's possibly why those couple things that had triggered a pretty good rally in Marathon this week. Plus, I mean, it was way down from its overall 52-week high. It's still down 89% from the 52-week high, as we can see here. Riot was down 88%, Sphere is down 93%, Core is down 87%, Bitfarm is down 85%, Bit Digital is down 92%, DMG is down 83%, Stronghold is down 94%, Hut 8 is down 90%, Hive is down 87%, CleanSpark is down 80%, Argo is down 81%, DigiHost is down 85%, Bitcoin is down 68% from its 52-week high, Iris is down 86%, Mawson is down 93%, and Luxfolio is down 89. So let's take a look to see who's down the most and who's down the least for their 52-week highs here. So let's do this sort of ascending. We can see Stronghold's down the worst, followed by Sphere, Mawson, Bit Digital, Hut, and Luxfolio. And the ones that are down the least is obviously Bitcoin. And we know this happens when Bitcoin does go down. These miners go down even worse. So CleanSpark is actually the one that's doing the best here. Down only 80% from its 52-week high. Argo is down 81%. DMG, DigiHost, Bitfarms, Iris, Hive, and the Marathon's over here in the middle still. So that's possibly why Marathon also pumped, like I said, was way down from its 52-week high. So we got a little bit of some good news, and it pumped. We're still waiting on, obviously, the real good news of getting energized and having the miners run. So that's where we are with the miners on the 1-week chart. And we can see here, let's go back to this sort of ascending. On the chart down here, everybody below, obviously Bitcoin did far better, and some of these guys were actually double, and that's kind of what we talk about. Bitcoin goes up X amount of percentage, 12%. These guys will go up sometimes, more than likely go up 2x, 3x even than what Bitcoin does. And you can see it here, obviously, with Marathon went up almost 4x, 4.5x, better than Bitcoin in 1 week. All right, so that's why I love these mining stocks. They are very volatile, yes. They do go down a lot when Bitcoin goes down, but they do pump really hard when Bitcoin does start going back up. And it's definitely something that you can invest in. You can even trade it. It's going to be tough to trade it because you got to follow Bitcoin basically. But if you get in towards the bottom, dollar cost average in, you can really do well with these stocks here in the next several months to a year to 2 years, I think. Just in my own opinion right now. Looking at the 4-week charts, we can also see we're seeing a lot of green as well. So take a look at ascending. So Mawson's down about 21% in the 4 weeks. Core is down about 20%. CleanSpark is only down about 1.5%. Iris is actually up 2%. Bitfarms is up 2%. HUD is down 2%, 2.5%. Bitcoin is up actually 6%. So it seems like maybe we bottomed out here 4 weeks ago, roughly. We'll take a look at when 4 weeks ago was on the chart here in a little bit. But you can see DigiHost is up 7.3%. Luxfolio is up 7.5%. Argo is up 9.2%. Sphere is up 14.7%. Bit Digital is up 16.9%. 17.4% for Riot. DMG is 19%, almost 20%. Hive is up 23%. Stronghold is up 26%. And Marathon is up 28%. So Marathon obviously did the best here in the 4 weeks also. So had you bought 4 weeks ago, you'd be doing pretty good. So let's take a look at the chart here on Bitcoin and see what happened 4 weeks ago if we can go that far back. So let's go on the weekly chart here on it. And we can see 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, see, that might maybe represent a bottom here. So we did, let me turn off the volume so we can see this. All right, so 4 weeks ago, this was our bottom possibly in here that we may have formed. We'll see if that actually plays out, but that might have been our bottom. Seeing it on the chart here, especially on the miners as well, going up from that time frame, that could be our bottom here. So we'll have to keep an eye on it, see. We can always go back down lower, but the RSI has been just decimated here on the weekly. So it did look like we were possibly bottoming out there, but only time will tell. So that's interesting. That's really interesting there to take a look at that. So if we're looking at it here on the 4 week, Boston was obviously down big. Core was down big as well, and CleanSpark from that as well. Bitcoin was up 6%. Then you can see here the other miners are up. For the most part, we have only 3 miners that weren't up more than 2% or 2x. But you can see we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 miners that were up 2x. Some were even up 3, 4x compared to where Bitcoin is. So that's what I'm talking about as far as that's why I love the miners. It's just fun to watch them go. And then finally, we'll take a look at the 8 week. And then 8 week, everybody's down for the most part. Bitcoin's down. Everybody's down. But the one that's down the most is on the 8-week is Mawson, followed by Core, Iris, Hut 8, Lexfolio, Stronghold, Argo, DMG, and then Bitcoin was actually down 25%. So these guys were down more. These guys down here did better than Bitcoin. Now let's take a look at the chart here. And we can see it here, obviously. Bitcoin's down 25%. Some of these guys are up, down twice that. And some, luckily, were actually less than Bitcoin down. So that was that's nice. Let's take a look at the 12-week chart here really quick. Ascending, we can see Bitcoin is down 45%. Let's go look at it this way here. So Bitcoin's down 45%. Argo was down 45. CleanSpark was down 42. BitDigital was down at least 21% from 12 weeks ago. Then everybody else here has been down a lot more than Bitcoin, obviously. Stronghold down 40, almost 50%. DMG 50%. BitTorrent 52. Marathon 53. Riot 53. Sphere 54. Hive 55. Lexfolio 55.5. DigiHost 55.5. Hut 8 down 58. Iris 64. Mawson down 69. And Core Scientific down 70. So interesting to take a look at it that way. And we are seeing kind of a, like a bottoming out here maybe 4 weeks ago. That's interesting. But yeah, we'll figure it out after it happens. So if we start going back up and don't come back down and breach that low, that might be our bottom. So we'll take a look at it. We'll see how that continues going. So that's it. That's all I got for you guys for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Just a quick recap of what's going on with the miners. And I'm going to be on vacation this week, so I'll try to post some videos. I'll probably post some clips from the videos on the miners as far as their production updates. So I'll do some individual ones for any of you guys that missed those and just make them a little bit shorter videos to watch as well. So I'll do that today and get those set up for posting during the week. And then I'm going to try to record while I'm on vacation. I'm going to see how it's going to work with my little laptop here, see how that's going to play out. If it works, we'll do it. If not, you guys will get the clips. So have a great week, guys. If I don't see you until possibly next week, Saturday, Sunday, I'll probably be back at home. And we'll continue on this fun journey. Hopefully we continue going back up. I like seeing all the green in the last 4 weeks. So thank you guys so much. Have a great one.